Thank you. I'd like to call to order the October 12, 2021 License Board hearing. But first, I'll read the open meeting law in accordance with Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, signed by Governor Charles G. Baker on June 16, 2021, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Chapter 30A, Section 20. The Board of License Commissioners will convene via remote conferencing services on Tuesday, October 12, 2021, at 4 p.m., airing on Quincy Access Television, QATV, on channel QATV 9, Government Access. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Susan, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Commissioner Cassley.
Present.
Chief Jackson.
Present.
Chief Keenan.
Present.
Assistant Clerk Newton. Director Duca.
Present.
5 members.
Thank you. Agenda item number 1, continued from August 17th. The applicant has requested additional continuance to a future hearing date. So do we need to make a date certain on this?
I talked to the clerk on this, and she just requested that it would we wouldn't set a date until they came back to us. They're working through zoning council right now, but as soon as we have a target, we will put it out there. But right now, they didn't want to commit to a certain date, but we'll carry it on the agenda going forward.
Okay, thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of Off the Hook, 1269 C Street, for an extension of premises of their all alcoholic beverages restaurant license for an Oktoberfest event on Saturday, October 16th. The extension is requested from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There will be outdoor live music until 7 p.m., represented by John Gallagher. John, are you here?
Yes, I am, sir.
Go ahead. Why don't you tell us about your event?
So it's really a continuation off of a few things I used to do when I was managing Louis. We're just, being 2 months open now. We're definitely looking forward on, try to how to get more people down into the area, experience the restaurant. We thought Oktoberfest would definitely be a good choice to have one of those events. So as we did before, we're going to have outdoor music. We would like to have outdoor music. We'd like to have an area where we can do a small portable bar where we would serve seasonal style draft beer along with, everything that would be served in-house. We'd have a minimal menu that would be served outside that would mostly be Oktoberfest style food. It's really just a way for us to be able to, especially when it's looking so nice this weekend, it's really just a way to have people either spread out a little bit more, come down, enjoy the restaurant itself, check out what we have going on without, packing the inside of the place. We'd like to have some live outdoor music. We also have someone that's going to come down and perform some live graffiti as well on like a board. So just kind of some interactive things and just hoping to be able to offer a little bit more space for our customers.
Great. I know you've had several of these in the past and they were very successful and went off without any problems. So we appreciate you coming today and asking for another event. Does anybody in the public have any comments from the public? Anybody?
Don't see anything, Jay.
Okay. Board members, any comments?
Ready for a motion?
Yep, I'll take a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Off the Hook, 1269 C Street, for an extension of premises for their all alcoholic beverage restaurant license for an Oktoberfest event on Saturday, October 16th. The extension is requested from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There will be outdoor live music until 7 p.m.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Off the Hook, 1269 C Street for an extension of premises of their all alcoholic beverages restaurant license for an Oktoberfest event on Saturday, October 16th. The extension is requested from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There will be outdoor live music until 7 p.m., represented by John Galligan. All in favor?
Aye.
I believe that's, we have 5, and I'm in favor, so that'd be 5-0. Sue,
Got it. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Look,
Hope to see you guys down.
Okay. Agenda item number 3. The hearing regarding the request of Montclair Wollaston Neighborhood Association for a special use permit 1-day beer and wine license for their Pumpkin Spice Festival at Bishop Field on Saturday, October 30th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., represented by Kevin Coughlin and Walter Hubley. Is Kevin or Walter here?
sure. Hi, Jay.
Oh, hey, Counselor, how are you?
Good to see you. And good to see everyone this afternoon. And I am joined by Walter Hubley from the Wollaston Hill Neighborhood Association. They are partnering with us in this endeavor. This is an event that we held previously in October of 2019, pre-pandemic. This year is significant in that it is a marking a celebration of our 30th anniversary of the chartering of the Montclair Wollaston Neighborhood Association. So it has a little extra panache, I guess, in that regard. But the event is somewhat of a replication of the event we held on October of 2020, October 19th, 2020. We'll have the Montilios will be there with their wood-fired pizza truck, and they'll be selling pastries and cookies. Walter and his association, and Walter can speak to this, they, as you know, held many successful events, especially this past summer, once again, with us Saturdays in the Park. And so they'll be partnering with us on the beverage side, and I will jump off in a second to let Walter speak to that. We have made requests to the Quincy Fire Department, and I know the chief is there, and he has referred it to one of his subordinates with regard to our requests for basically we're trying to set up a toucher truck with police, fire vehicles, and the Brewster Ambulance. Reached out to the Point Allerton Coast Guard Station through a friend who is a petty officer down there, and she's going to try to secure us some Coast Guard equipment. We're doing a bouncy house, a obstacle course for kids, face painting, balloon twisting. We have some live music, that just as we did in 2019, including my own band, the Rudder Kings, who most recently played at Porch Fest. You ought to come out, you guys. You ought to come out and see us. We're pretty good, even for a almost 67-year-old lead singer. But anyway, and I'll let Walter speak to the beverage side of the event.
Sure. Thanks, Kevin. So Walter Hubley, Wollaston Hill Neighborhood Association. We're excited about the opportunity to partner with our friends at the Montclair Wollaston Association and help them celebrate their incredible milestone. We're a bit behind. We're only 11 years in, but we're scrappy. Looking forward to it. We're going to pretty much run a very similar beverage program that we did during Saturdays in the Park, which lasted 7 weeks throughout the summer, followed by Porch Fest. We had contemplated doing an Oktoberfest event, but after 7 weeks of Saturdays in the Park and Porch Fest, we were pretty much out of gas. So we're excited about partnering with our friends at Wollaston Montclair Association to bring an Oktoberfest event to the neighborhood. So our TIPS certified staff will be working on a team. We'll be working with our community business partners at the Townsend and Pearl Line to do a very similar beverage service as previous.
Great. Anybody in the audience have any comments regarding this application?
Anything, Jay?
Okay, board members, any comments?
Just one quick question. Will there be any food trucks at this event?
Montilio's, and they're licensed with the city already.
Yep.
So that's the only food purveyor that's going to be present and on site.
Okay, if that does change and if you do add more, just let us know. That way we can make sure that they're licensed.
Sure, that'll be great, Commissioner. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
I just have a quick question. Who's going to be overseeing the alcohol pouring?
So the members of the Wollaston Hill Neighborhood Association will be working with our friends over at the Townsend and Pearl and Lime, Devin Adams, who was on the meeting that we went through for Saturdays in the Park. We're working with them again directly on that program.
Okay. You ready, Jay?
Yes, have a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the Wollaston Montclair Neighborhood Association for a special use permit, one-day beer and wine license for their Pumpkin Spice Festival at Bishop Field. The date is October 30th from 11 to 5 p.m., represented by Councilor Kevin Coughlin and Walter Hubley.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of the Montclair Wollaston Neighborhood Association for a special use permit, one-day beer and wine license for their Pumpkin Spice Festival, Bishop Field on Saturday, October 30th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., represented by Councilor Kevin Coughlin and Walter Hubley. Susan, can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Castley,
Yes.
Chief Jackson,
Yes.
Chief Keenan,
Yes.
Assistant Clerk Newton,
Yes.
Director Duca.
Yes,
Five
that
in favor.
passes. Thank you. Good luck with your event,
Good luck.
Councilor.
Good luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck,
And if any of you are in the neighborhood, don't forget to come down and hear a great rock and roll band. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Always selling. Thank you.
Agenda item number 4. Hearing regarding the request of Unidyne Corporation for a common victular license for the premises located at 1600 Crown Colony Drive. It's a food service provider inside the office building, represented by Eamon Manley.
Good afternoon,
Is,
Director.
Hi, good evening, good afternoon. Why don't you tell us what your proposal is? Thank you.
Okay, so I work for Unidyne Food Services. It's a subsidiary of Compass Group, as was Flick, the prior food service provider. And we'll provide similar services to them, including a couple of different stations there, which will include a made-to-order grill, pre-made salads and sandwiches, soup, and coffee for Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. And we'll also provide some simple catering into the building, whether that's a continental breakfast or lunch service. And we'll also maintain the office coffee pantries.
Which building is that exactly up there? Is that an office?
It's 1600 Crown Colony Drive. It's the Harvard Pilgrim, which
Okay.
that company's changing into Point 32 Health.
So this is mainly for the employees of the building?
It would be solely for the employees of the building. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Was there anything else you'd like to add, or does that complete your?
No, that's about the length and breadth of it. Certainly, there are other stations in the cafe. Maybe at a later stage, if the office buildings repopulate, then we'll possibly do a salad bar or pizza. But unfortunately, with nobody rushing back to work, that's kind of down the road. unfortunately.
Okay. Is there anybody in the audience would like to comment on this proposal?
One quick question, if you can check in with our office just to make sure that we have the certifications in place, and we have to inspect it as well.
Understood.
Eamon, I don't know if you could hear us, but you froze up.
Oh, kind of look that way. I provided given paperwork with Susan Kindrigan already. Is there additional information that I need to provide at this time?
No, not at this time, and I'll check in with Sue, but we do have to do an inspection from the health department.
Oh, absolutely understood. Just to give an update, they have delayed the transitioning of the opening from November 1st to November 15th.
Yeah, that's great. That will give us enough time to inspect it and make sure if there's any feedback that you correct them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Manley, are you going to be preparing food or cooking in the building? Are there already facilities in the building?
There's a fully outfitted kitchen in the facility, and we will be cooking in the building, correct.
Thank you. Commission members, are there any comments from the commission board members?
Hearing none, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Udine Corporation for a common victualler license for the premises located at 1600 Crown Colony Drive for food service provided to the office building, represented by Eamon Manley.
Second on the motion.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Udine Corporation for a common victualler license for the premises located at 1600 Crown Colony Drive. It's a food service provider inside the office building, represented by Eamon Manley, contingent upon approval from the Board of Health. Susan, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Castley,
Yes.
Chief Jackson,
Yes.
Chief Keenan,
Yes.
Assistant Clerk Newton, Director Duca.
Yes. Motion passes. Good luck.
Good luck.
Look,
Thank you so much. Thank you, Director.
You're welcome. Agenda item number 5, hearing regarding the request of Colwyn Management, Inc., DBA Staybridge Suites and Holiday Inn Express Quincy, 1 Richard A. Stratton Way for a change of manager to their in-holder license. Proposed manager Elizabeth Ann Budel, represented by attorney John Ayeda.
Thank you, Director Duca and members of the License Commission. John Ayeda on behalf of Colwyn Management, Inc., doing business as Staybridge Suites and Holiday Inn Express. I'm looking at the participants. I'm not sure if Elizabeth Butel was successful in joining us or not. I can speak briefly about her experience and what we're looking to do in any event. This is a change of manager of the in-holders license at the Staybridge Suites and Holiday Inn Express at 1 Richard A. Stratton Way. Elizabeth has over 25 years experience in the hospitality industry. She has been with Colwyn Management for approximately 4 years. So she is familiar with the rules and regulations of this board and the laws of the Commonwealth as it pertains to sale and service of alcohol. There are no other changes proposed at this location. So it's simply a change of manager. Elizabeth will be in charge of the day-to-day operations at the hotel. And I'm looking again, I don't know if she was able to log on, and I apologize for that reason.
See her on here at this point.
So I think the application should be complete. She is a United States citizen, and proof of her citizenship was provided to the board. So
Yep, Jay and I went through the application. It is complete with everything we need for the state.
Thank you, Susan. Attorney, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it. And again, I apologize for not having her be able to connect. I did try to confirm with her earlier today and was unsuccessful. Understand if you need to see her, but I think she's been through the process, and I think everything should be complete for paperwork purposes.
Thank you. Is there anybody in the audience would like to comment on this application?
Don't see anything, Jay?
And commission members, any comments regarding this application? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Colin Management, Inc., doing business as Staybridge Suites and Holiday Inn Express Quincy, 1 Richard A. Stratton Way, for a change of manager to their in-holder license proposed manager Elizabeth Ann Butel, represented by Attorney John Aida.
Second on the motion.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Colwyn Management, Inc., DBA Staybridge Suites and Holiday Inn Express Quincy, 1 Richard A. Stratton Way, for a change of manager to their in-holder license. Proposed manager is Elizabeth Ann Butel, represented by Attorney John Aida. Stu, can I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Commissioner Castley,
Yes.
Chief Jackson,
Yes.
Chief Keenan,
Yes.
Assistant Clerk Newton,
Yes.
Director Duca.
Yes.
5
Thank
in
you,
favor.
commissioners. Appreciate your time.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Good luck. Thank you. That concludes our agenda for today. I'll ask for a motion to accept the minutes from the September 28th, 2021 and waive the reading.
Sir, I make a motion to accept the minutes and waive the reading.
Second on the motion.
Motion made to accept the minutes from the September 28th, 21 and waive the reading. The next hearing, license board hearing, is October 26th, 2021 at 4 p.m. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All set. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Good
Members,
job, Jay.
bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.